I brought Sally out with me, and she's doing little growls like she's about to start barking at things. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on her and make sure she keeps it quiet. Right, Sally? Right, Miss Sally? She's so interesting because being that she was a street dog, she doesn't care about the wildlife at all. She doesn't care about the squirrels in the trees, the raccoons when they come by. She only barks at the coyotes because the other dogs in the area are barking at them. So I don't know how long she was on the streets. She was apparently shacked up with a Shih Tzu that they named Gomez, um, and they were sleeping like in the bushes together, curled up. That had to be hard because this girl runs hot. She likes to be really balled up in the blankets. She likes to go under the blankets with my legs. I have to go back to Charlie Gold's channel. I know I mispronounced her name the other day when I was trying to catch back up on some things. Um, but she had done such an excellent job. I think it was of the Amber Lynn stuff that was going on. And I think she said she did have a member subscription that she was going to use to cover what was discussed. Now, it's been sort of recapped in a lot of different places, such as Beck had a response to, not to her members only per se, but to, sweetheart, you're getting tangled. Here you go. Um, but more so, Amberlyn did a vlog where she did her backhanded apology again. Hey, sweetheart, no, quiet, quiet, Sally, quiet, Sally. Yeah, you could come up here if you want. Come on, I could see you quivering. Come here. Oh, let me give you some body heat, Miss Sally. So, Charlie Gold was gonna attend the members live and do something, and she might have already done it, and it didn't come up in my feed, or I definitely haven't like tried to circle back for it because I've been super busy with a lot of other things. But I do want to look for that one because it sounded like it was going to be super interesting. And I got to catch up with reporting from my sofa live because he has more info on the Ruby, Frankie, Jody, Hildebrand cases because they're getting sued now by people who were injured by connection. So that's coming up. And I don't know how much money. I mean, probably Jody's got some money. But Ruby gave all of her money to Jody. So what has she got to even like use the commissary? I don't get it. Oh, babies. Are you cold? Are you cold? You cold? You quivering? Let's get a blanket too. Okay. Get a blanket too. Cover you up. How's that feel? Is that better? So I'm gonna probably do some light uh, errands later today. I'm still having problems with the water retention, with it sitting on my ribs, makes it difficult for me to breathe. So that's all been hard. I have not been at all impressed with Chantel's bullshit fundraising for cats and dogs. First of all, she's not supposed to feed the dogs at all, period. Second of all, when it comes to the cats, she's really supposed to be working with an organization that's already been put in place and been vetted. You can't just like go out there and start your own operation like that. And she's littering everywhere. I hope that comes up on her. I hope one of these cops comes up and sees her leaving little paper plates. And she says they're biodegradable. Did you check how many years it takes for them to biodegrade, Chantel? Did you look into that? Because you're literally doing this right next to the Persian Gulf. Where do you think it's going to get swept away? Just like your precious Howie. Hmm? And his little coffin bed that you used, that you just threw on the sand. You said, oh, everybody's so clean in Kuwait. Really, the dumpster right next to your apartment says otherwise, and your own behavior says otherwise. You think you can throw anything on the floor. She was feeding them behind cars, parked cars. So anybody could have gotten in a parked car, backed up, and whoops, sorry, cat. Somebody's got to stop her because she's endangering these animals. It's amazing. And for the amount of money she collected, she did not buy that much in food. She didn't need to buy that much in food, but she immediately went out and got ice cream and McDonald's. So that's on you, Beezers, for trusting her once again. She's scammed the community several times already. You know? That's why reactors cover her, because she's so ridiculous. Because it's just ridiculous to watch it. You know, before I was even covering like any of this stuff, I was covering people who were breaking laws in national parks, like taking their mountain bikes on horse trails and stuff. Not allowed to ride bikes on those trails. They have bike trails. They have designated areas where you can ride your bike. You can't just like go anywhere in the park. Just like you can't take dogs on any of the trails. You can bring dogs to the park and have them in very special designated areas of the park, but they cannot go on the trails. Period. You know, you can have it at your campsite with your RV, not tent camping. Camping, you can't do it like that because there are risks for attracting bears. You could do it if you're staying in an approved hotel, but you're very limited as to where you can actually go with your dog. Now, that wouldn't be such a big deal for me because I barely walk anymore. It's very difficult for me to walk anyway. So I wouldn't be doing the trails anymore. These ladies are so selfish. They're so self centered. They're so thoughtless. They really don't think about how their actions affect the animals and how their actions affect the other people around them. Chantel, you either have a real email, poorly written, sure, in bad form, sure, But there are a lot of stupid women out there who are willing to try and break up a marriage that way to get what they want. I think you should know. I've been with your husband for months, for years, and he's leaving you soon. You know, usually it backfires on the mistress, but okay. Uh, I guess the question is, are they really married? Are they really married? Because she made a mistake last week saying, I wish I was married. Really? You do you? Okay. Miss Sally. Miss Sally. At least it's a lot quieter right now than it was yesterday. Because on top of having this Super Bowl game, which was a total bust, I mean, congratulations, Eagles. But yeah, I don't like watching blowout, you know? I fell asleep during halftime. I was hoping for at least an exciting game that I could watch. And I made chili dogs and was all ready to go. And I just fell asleep. And all of a sudden, there's rapping on the screen. I'm going to have to go because I have a visitor coming. Okay. But yeah, it. She either wrote it herself because her views are such shit that she's trying to think of any way possible that she could like start getting higher views. It's pretty sad. People are always going to go to the React channels to be like, why did that happen? What do you think? Is it real? You know, that's always going to be the first response because she didn't do it like a dramatic reading. She read it like she was reading most of it for the first time. Salah acted like a maniacal cartoon character in the background, so he was putting on his fake laughter. We've heard him actually have a natural laugh before, and it wasn't that bad. It was just like a normal person. So every time he does that goofy laugh, it's forced. It's a forced, fake laugh. Anyway, thanks for reading it, because now we all have something new to talk about. Anyway, um, I gotta, I got some shit I gotta do today, and I have somebody who's coming over to help me real quick. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. I might be back later. Take care.